All right, we're back. Hopefully, gonna finish today at the very least. The final monster that I haven't seen yet, but I'm pretty sure I know what it is. OBS has been being picky. It's now trying to pick up the Steam FPS overlay. I don't want it to do that because it looks bad with frame generation on because it flickers. I don't know why, because it's not been doing that before, but now it is, so I just have to turn it off on my end as well. Until I guess that just kind of works itself out. Kind of annoying that it does that, but oh well. I'm thinking maybe we do Ray Dow and then either Arkfeld and then Gore, or Gore and then Arkfeld. I'm not sure which one will be first. Been doing a lot of farming, did a lot of Jin Haddad and or Dahad. I think that's what I said. I don't know. I'm sick. I'm gonna be feeling weird, but got a lot of decorations, and Sword and Shield was just way too easy. So I'm not going to be using that to try to have a little bit more difficulty. I also fought a couple of Doshiguma right before this, and I do not like the fight of Doshiguma at all. It's just not a fun monster. It's a little too all over the place with its tails, and just kind of annoying. Not hard, just annoying. I've come close to triple carding, but haven't really had that happen yet. I would for sure say when that happens, because that's kind of a big thing, I guess. But everything's still dying fairly quick, other than Jin Haddad, which is, you know, fair enough. He's a big guy, got lots of health. Getting close to sub 10 on him, but not quite. I haven't really been putting too much effort into it. I've got to go back to the camp. All right, good job, me. But I got lots of decorations. Also did farming on some other monsters as well that were tempered. I also have some investigations that will be nice to be able to do in the future. So I have a lot of stuff. Also made the Guardian Doshiguma bow. The Sword and Shield just kind of dumpsters Doshiguma, but if you use anything slower, it just feels awful. So
Let's survey the area.
we'll try to finish the story. I'd like to have it done so I don't have to worry about avoiding anything, though I doubt there's much really to avoid. I have a feeling we're just gonna beat the Apex and they'll be like, oh, or Megala, or oh, Arkfeld, go kill it. And we're like, okay. And now go kill the other one. It's like, hey, you beat the game. Not necessarily the biggest fan. Game's a little quiet. I'm gonna try to boost that up a little bit. Like, very quiet. Normally it's not that quiet. Voices are pretty quiet, let me say it like that. But I'm not a fan of having HR break before the story's done. I know the story was only really up to Zoshia, but you know, they had a winning system before. I assume they're all hunkered down from the lightning dragon.
Is that... It's Sisai and Sato. Let's go talk to them.
Greetings. Didn't expect to see you here, especially now.
That's just it. We were concerned about the village.
Are those Doshagama tracks you were looking at?
That is right. I would ask you to listen to what I have to say. Please, come inside.
Then Doshagama have come to the village again?
Don't worry. Everyone was evacuated, so no one came to harm.
I'm relieved to hear it. But judging by the look of things, that isn't the whole story here.
Indeed. We have never experienced the Sand Tide for so long. We were redoubling our patrols as a result, and we sighted a Ray Dow on a plateau not far out.
Given the circumstances, I'm guessing it was pretty riled up?
You grasp its nature well. Just so.
It was terrifying. So we evacuated the village before anything happened.
Smart. It's likely the Doshagama were driven out of their own territory and came here.
Which means that until the Ray Dow is dealt with, the village will remain in danger.
Right. We should get going ASAP.
I am grateful. We will continue to watch this area to ensure no one was left behind.
We'll be all right here. But you be careful out there.
The plateau that he spoke of is over that way.
All right.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
Assume you're just gonna take me right to it like you normally do. I also have switch axe. It was a Ardian switch axe. I did a couple of Ardian weapons, but they're kind of weird. Element isn't really that high. I'll still get a couple of paralysis off with this one. It's a paralysis one, by the way. But there's still, I don't know, not I only have the rarity 7. So let me say it like that. I'm sure there will be rarity 8 coming in. However, that being said, and I'm pretty sure there's rarity 8 weapons in this game. Base generations capped out at rarity 7. And then rarity 8 was your GU stuff. So if I'm going off of that, no, but I'm pretty sure World went up to rarity 8. And you had rarity 9, 10, 11, and 12. And it may have went up to rarity 9 in World.
Excessive agitation confirmed. Ray Dow hunt authorized.
Oh well.
Let's make it safe for the
We'll fight our favorite monster. And interested that this is the last one they have you fight. But oh well. So I'm still not too used to Greatsword's combo links. I will try to do the upswing that gives you the offset. Doesn't work a lot of the time though, because I'll just go into a strong charge, which I'm not sure if strong charge is your best like thing. Strong charge into the wide sweep, because that's what it was in 4, and I'm sure. Well, actually, I don't think you have the charged wide sweep. That's what it's called, I think, in Tri or 3 Ultimate specifically. So it was the best there because you didn't have a true charge. But now I'm not sure if your true charge is better or your one combo. I guess it really just depends on your opening. It's easier to get a charged wide sweep out, but really just depends. Sometimes your damage just goes very high, like sometimes I'll get up into 500, which is weird. Didn't even see what that one did, surprisingly. I still have a decent, I have Max Might on, which I don't like Max Might. I don't like having to play around keeping my stamina full, but it is on there just in case I'm not using stamina for a while. I might be dead here. We're good. Alright. Good damage from Flare. This is just gonna get me hit, I think. Never mind. Try to offset here, I think. Never mind. Too much cooldown. I'm so used to Doshiguma just kind of flying around the arena, attacking randomly. Probably should have tackled into a Leaping Wand Slash. Yeah, that would have been better. And Burst obviously also is not great on Greatsword. So, not going to be getting as much use out of that as I would with Sword and Shield or something.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Alright, well, I unmuted my mic and it got muted again. I'm glad I noticed that. At the very least, I can't hear myself when I'm muted, so it kind of works out in knowing when I'm muted or not. I had to mute to cough. So, muted. I guess I hit the button again to mute it for some reason. Or something happened with the computer and it became muted again. You are not attacking me. See, he's not as aggressive, and he's not tempered, so fair enough. Maybe tempered, they're, you know, a bit faster at attacking. Because I'm used to just kind of readying a offset attack, and then Doshiguma punching me in the face constantly. So I, at the very least, have the chance to activate it. But here he's just kind of slow believe I actually used Switch Axe against the first Raidal that I fought. The full game. So it's kind of a nice little roundabout way of fighting Raidal. I've not used it yet, but I'm sure I will at some point. In fact, why not? We'll use it now. But these are slower weapons, so they're a bit more unwieldy, so I have more chances to mess up. Sword and Shield just kind of circles everything, and you still get a counter. Well, that's a very generous counter, ain't it? Guess I can't really complain too much. Oh yeah, I think I have a Rapid Morph Jewel. I don't have it on right now. It may have been a Rapid Morph 3 Jewel, so I can't put it on this one, I believe, because it's just all 2 slots. However, it is there, and I think it would be really nice to have on this weapon. If it's anything like it was in Rise. And it may not be. Also have Power Prolonger on 2. So I'll stay amped, I believe, a little bit longer. Maybe not too long though. Haha. Not the best time for paralysis, but I guess this can combo into it, so it's fine. And maybe I did a little bit too much of fighting Tempereds, because now I'm a little over prepared for it. Good whiff, good whiff. But I guess that's okay. We can get through this pretty quickly and get to the real meat. I think Tempered Arkveld and Tempered Gore are going to be the big problems. Not big problems necessarily, just the comparatively big problems, right? And I haven't even seen anything of Gore. You know he's in the game because they kind of spoiled it, but they also said it at some point during the cutscenes that I've watched, so I already know he's in the game. Again, don't really know what to expect though, so maybe he's just completely over the top. It'd be nice at the very least. I'm not as big of a fan of Gore as a lot of people are. It's a very popular monster, but I mean, it's a neat monster, I guess. Certainly unique. Didn't really like him too much in Sunbreak because I used Lance in Sunbreak and his attacks were oddly like over the top on guard knockback. When they didn't really do that much damage, but like his arm slams were very knockback heavy. So it made the guard playstyle that you had in Sunbreak, where you would do your dash dancing, kind of, your guard dash dance, a little bit more difficult. Alright, well, I guess you don't even get to sleep. That felt a little anticlimactic. I know Jin Haddad was, or Jin Haddad. I don't know why I'm saying Jin Haddad. Is there another monster? I want to say there is. But Jin Dahad, I know they made him the final one, low rank of the Apexes, but I think maybe it would have been pretty cool to have him as the final one here, because Raidow's just a little underwhelming comparatively. Another thing I don't like is the more I talk when I'm sick, the more nasally I get, because my nose just likes to close itself up entirely. That's not fun.
On behalf of my people, I thank you for this kindness. We are truly grateful.
We can't take all the credit. It was your swift action that led your people to safety.
Well, we learned it from you.
Yes, that we must better understand the monsters we share this land with, and to prepare ourselves.
Quite right. Perhaps that is the shape of harmony as best we can attain it.
Still, the Long Fallow now gives way to a sand tide unabating. Is it some ill omen?
Our friends are investigating the cause now, but I'm afraid we still don't fully understand it.
I see. The storm has always given way to new life. Perhaps we have come to take that for granted. I will continue to be vigilant here.
Me too. Please, you all go and do what you must.
Yes, you need not worry about us here. May the winds guide your travels.
Thank you. And take care.
I just received word that Professor Fabius has returned from his Gore Magala search.
Cool.
We're to meet him at the Ice Shard Cliffs base camp. We should hurry.
All right, let's go.
So normally when Jin Dahad, oh my goodness, I cannot say the second word, is there, I'll check the rewards. If it's a healthy amount, normally, well, not normally, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I may have one that had it still. I exhausted most of them because, again, the ones I found were really good. And I think the RNG is just set on investigation, and either that or Jin Dahad specifically is just set, because every time I carved his tail, the first one was an ice gem, so I have a decent amount of those, and then the second one was just the tail, which is a bit odd. This one, that's okay, but it would be like 5 or 6, not just 4.
I'll be waiting here.
So that would be ones I'd be more interested in, and I guess I could probably just look around and see. It's nice that you can just save an investigation. You don't have to actually go fight the thing. Like that Tempered Anjanath and the Tempered Gravios. And the Tempered Lullabrina, even though it's not particularly high level. In fact, I probably won't even grab that one. Other than the fact it's 5-star. That does pique my interest. But like here, I can save that as an investigation. And do the same with this one, because they both look interesting enough. So now those are just kind of there. I could go fight them, but I'd rather take care of this first.
Good, you're here. I have received reports on your agile response to the conditions in each region. Well done.
Professor, that armor. Does that mean...
I have a report of my own to offer. I'll explain once everyone is assembled.
Is that his old armor? It doesn't look like it, but I could be misremembering. I know it was more yellow, but
Astrum unit, my apologies for keeping you waiting.
different
Here
game,
are
different
my
art style.
findings. After investigating each region, I have determined this to be the territory of a Gore Magala. As evidence of that, we recently took this Wudwud into our care, afflicted by the frenzy virus.
It's unclear whether a Woodward's body is capable of weathering the virus. At this rate, he may not...
Furthermore, I've arrived at a theory. The Dragon Torch's excessive output, the lasting weather inclemency. I believe both of these phenomena stem from a single root cause. Gore Magala.
What? How? Wait, a virus? Interesting. You're right. The dots are starting to line up.
Fascinating. It's true the virus exacerbates any violent tendencies in its host. Given that,
Yes,
Well.
yes. And if we're talking infection, that starts to clarify what we're dealing with. This is big. The torch is some kind of organic structure. The damn thing's alive.
My thoughts exactly. And as an organism, it may respond to treatment. I'm sure you follow, Eric?
the antiviral compound you describe in your thesis. We'll need a tissue sample from the infection vector.
You think the Dragon Torch will respond to medicine? And would that same cure work on Rove?
There's hope. If they do share the same affliction, a cure for Rove could perhaps be a cure for both. The first step in testing that is slaying that Gore Magala. To stop the virus's further spread, and to collect a tissue sample to derive a cure. Henceforth, that is our primary priority.
Understood. Then we'll hurry back to conduct any final analysis to be ready to treat the torch.
I'll keep a close eye on Rove's condition while examining the sample I took from him.
Good. Hunter, you'll join me in slaying this Gore Magala. I've sent my men out to scout its location. Speak to me as soon as you're prepared to depart.
Cool. What happened with our little friend? Is he gonna say anything? Oh, I can't hear like over aggressive poetry from our friend here. He looks like he's in pain, so fair enough. So I kind of want to use Lance, right? Like if we're fighting with them. And I guess I could swap Switch Axe out for it. Let me see. It's probably gonna be easier just to make an Ardeon weapon. So I have so many stuffs. I guess if we're making it specifically for Gore, I could make a dragon one. Yeah, I guess that's fun. I don't really know. Maybe blast would be better. I could make a blast one. And paralysis might be even better, actually. Ah, man, it's so hard to figure out what you want to do. Sure, why not? Let's do paralysis.
Look good?
Primary. Enforce it.
Who doesn't love a little ancient technology? Ready to get to work?
Alright, good stuff. Not just element. Just give me a bunch of element, probably. Yeah, not great. 21 paralysis, I mean, okay, it's alright. Not really what I was looking for, though. But, oh well, it's what I've got.
Back anytime.
It doesn't matter that much. They die so quickly anyways. Alright, what do we have here? Any guard? Regular? Yes. I assume current guard, yeah, it's just kind of there. So throw guard up on too while we're at it. So I didn't get a sharpness boost either. That's not great. I probably went protective polish then instead of like crit status or something. What's better, protective polish or 20 units of sharpness? We'll go with handicraft for now. And I guess I could do 2 handicraft instead of a shield jewel, but I'd like a shield jewel. Now, we're going to get into this. Don't expect good lance gameplay because I have not practiced this weapon at all. I've been kind of using a mix of everything and then mostly sword and shield because it's just so easy. So, we'll see how it goes.
Are you ready to leave, Hunter? All right. Time is our enemy here as much as Gore Magala. Let's hurry to the rendezvous point. Look alive, men! Report!
Sir, we have yet to sight the target. But something is definitely here.
Form up!
Oh look, it's a frenzied Katku. No, okay. Oh, we're gonna find them together? I'm fine with that. That sounds pretty fun. I have the largest one. I have the longest range, so I can just kind of sit behind you and... Oh, okay, never mind. They're gonna fight each other. Why is the Katku stronger? That's definitely not normal. Nerscylla is like much higher tiered than Katku, and they were both frenzied, so they're kind of even. And there's our friend just randomly appearing.
There you are.
Wow, you want that extra 15% affinity. Very curious what the music is like here. Oh, okay. Let's fight it. Is it missing? It's like, no, there's multiple of them. Never mind. I guess the other one just died. That's kind of sad dying to Katku like that.
It spread this far. Follow it.
But I want to fight the spider.
Go!
You've always protected us! Now, it's our turn! Now go!
Rex, come!
Hurry!
Hang in there! That's an order!
Look, they're wearing defender gear. I think they're fine. Just, like, get a large dung pod and you're good. Oh, okay. Good. I'm just gonna fight him. This is... Oh, just, okay. Look, we're Lance buddies. You're probably better at it than I am. I need to drink a hot drink. I could have done this before the quest, but I chose not to. Hey there, buddy. I'm just gonna mash X. I think that'll be the safest. Oh, my bad. Ow. Oh yeah, my gear is still just like completely unupgraded too, so I will be taking extra bits of damage, though he's not tempered, so I don't really have to worry too much about it, I don't think. Yeah, weird combo loops for sure. Alright, fair enough. Ooh, lots of chip damage. That's what I get for not maxing out guard, I guess, but I'd rather not use a 2-slot deco for a 1-slot. Oh, okay, I guess we're just gonna fight. You probably don't have very much health, do you? Ow. You know, protective polish may have been better. Very slow on actually. So what I'm used to in Monster Hunter games is when they actually rear back to attack, and it's just different. That's how it is. The monster will do like a little tell before it moves forward. However, in this game, the rear back is the like pre-attack tell, if that makes any sense. And obviously it's not always the case. Sometimes it's pretty normal, and sometimes in the older games, it was still, you know, different. They would rear back before they immediately attack. It's not always 1-to-1. Didn't even hear what he said before. Psst. Lock. Is that, you know, like big explosion? Not really. You know, I wonder if I had a Guardian decoration. That would have maybe been better. But, well, I don't know. Handicraft is really important for this weapon. I feel like the problem, even though they lowered guard to 3 instead of 5, it's still bad because the weapon itself is so skill hungry. And now all of your lance specific skills are stuck to weapon skills only. So obviously I'd have better pickings if I didn't just make an Ardean weapon. It's kind of the purpose. However, it still does kind of stink. Oh, it's not good. Sorry. I don't like this. I hit the button and it like hits twice. I'll have to try to edit that out. it's kind of annoying because I can't immediately tell. The feedback I'm trying to take is the mic not picking up. Obviously that doesn't work if you're coughing so loud you can't hear, and it just kind of happens instantly. It's very annoying. Again, I try not to cough on the microphone, but it happens. Really should have sharpened. Haha. Oh, no effect. Yeah, you don't have eyes, do you? Kind of Gore Magala 101, ain't it? Alright, I just want to sharpen real quick. Alright, or not. I don't have to sharpen. That's okay. Yeah. Just kind of got a really bad draw on the... Ardian stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and just... do that. Never mind. Oh, that's okay damage. You limping? No, you're just tired. You're tired. Job on the shock trap at the very least. How do you do the strong one, I wonder? Probably have to block an attack or something. What you doing? Just mad. It's okay. You can be mad. I've got to sharpen again anyways. Yeah, very slow fight. Again, probably wasn't the smartest to use Lance, but I want to use Lance with the Lance guy, right? Okay, I see now kind of what they want you to do. You counter it immediately after, and if it's not safe, then you don't counter it. Okay. What is the extra damage from, though? I wonder. Because there's one that did like 100 and something damage, but the other ones after it weren't. So maybe it's just dependent on attack strength. You charge it though. Alright, that's weird. Yeah, see, that one's not charged. Yeah, because that one is not strong. It's weird. I think I'm getting it down, but it's odd, to say the least. like his wing texture, I guess. It's not fur. Looks like fur though. That really probably does not feel good. Yeah, it's not good damage if you don't actually block something. Uh-oh. Not dead. We're good. Well, he wasn't even aiming for the tail that much, so I guess he did most of the work.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Ah, yes, carve the tail, my friend. Did he try to... Or was that Alma? I think it was maybe Alma then. No, she doesn't get off of it. Looked like he tried to call it sacred and it didn't come for him. Because he doesn't have one. Yeah, see that one, maybe it's just that the face is such a more weak spot. Oh, there it is, it's dead. His wings are furry. They're weird. I don't know. I don't remember what I thought his wings were made of. I thought they were like a weird sludgy thing. I don't know.
I bet we could use those floating rocks up there to our advantage. I'll just hop off.
Alright. Sharpen, please. No, don't drink the cool drink in the cold area. So I guess Arkfeld's the final one then.
I'm on it.
Psst. Oh, okay. Thanks, bud. Oh, it does so little damage. Alright, well. Oh, yes. Miss all of them. Good job. Oh, he's so weak. I knew he was because he's frenzied, but like, he's almost dead. Not sure if that's like terribly strong. It doesn't feel that strong. I feel like it's probably better to just like onslaught, not try to spam that.
That should put a halt to the virus's spread.
I don't know though. It may be better to try to just perfect guard and then do the twin thrust.
What I lack in facilities here is made up for by an excellent assistant. We'll see it done.
We done? Can I skip? I think I can. Oh, look, we got a gym. Cool.
Good. We'll continue to monitor him, but his condition has stabilized. A success, despite the circumstances. You did well with such limited resources, Eric.
I couldn't have done it without that tissue sample. Not to mention your thesis, sir. I just hope the Dragon Torch responds to it as well as our fuzzy friend.
The Avis unit should be delivering it now. We'll just have to put our faith in Werner and wait.
Amazing. Even I can see the change. Is it taking effect already?
Yes, but as much as I'd like to take the credit, the Wyvern milk is what's working most of the magic. If not for it amplifying the effects of the treatment, you'd never see it recover this fast.
That said, another Gore Magala could turn up at some point. Are you worried it might happen again?
It's a fair point, but I'm not too concerned. Especially if this thing has organic properties. I'd like to pick Eric's brain about this, but there's a chance it's developed antibodies now. And if the Wyvern milk magnifies that resistance too, it'd take a hell of a lot to break through it.
I'm not ready to be quite that optimistic. This thing is still a big unknown, and a threat. Regardless. Werner, continue your research here. I'll be monitoring the area closely as well.
Understood. We'll head outside then. The cycles should return to normal in each region, but I'd like to keep monitoring them.
Okay. Now what? Yeah, I don't know why that's appearing. Because it wasn't appearing before. I'll have to do something about that. It's really annoying that it just randomly happened.
I believe it's about Arkfeld.
Alright then.
Hopefully it won't matter for now. I think still haven't got HR break from HR 40. I should go up a decent amount because I did a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff has appeared, but I can't do any of it. Oh, because they're literally all gone. Why did you show me that? You know, something that was weird when I was playing before, it would not show me the Steam stuff. It was giving me a bunch of them. I would hear the noise for it, but it would never show me anything. And now it's showing me stuff. I don't know, that's weird. Again, annoying that it just happens, because I'd rather not have that happen. But talk to you or you?
Oh, thank you for coming. I'm grateful. The egg we found, the one we thought might be from Arkfeld, looks like we were right. I went around talking to people to gather what info I could. Scraps from its feeding, bits of eggshell. There's still not very much to go on, but it found a way to live. These creatures, their will to survive. Amazing.
Yeah, especially if it found a way to overcome its nature as a guardian. So, what's troubling you?
Well, people at other base camps were saying the state it's leaving its prey in isn't normal. And Uthduna and New Udra both showed signs of being attacked. And what was left was awful.
I wonder if that means it's unable to control its appetite. Like the one we saw at the Dragon Torch.
I don't know. That's why I asked for Eric's help. I thought we should hear what he has to say together.
How interesting. I had heard talk of that egg as well, so I'm just as excited as you. But this isn't all good news. The fact that it's run roughshod over 2 apex predators troubles me as well.
This sort of sounds like the frenzy to me.
Too difficult to say, but in Arkveld's case specifically, it may not be due to infection. For instance, Nata, are you familiar with the concept of bioconcentration?
No, I'm not.
Right, then I'll explain. This is still just a theory, but it's been on my mind as of late. The frenzy caused an uncontrolled spike in the Dragon Torch's energy output before, right? But it may have been more than just bad weather that caused those apex predators to rampage. Our analysis showed that the virus caused a subtle mutation in the energy the Dragon Torch produced. That means the wyvern milk itself may have come to contain tiny traces of the virus's characteristics.
I'm starting to see where this is heading. Then the mutated energy started flowing out.
Exactly. It gradually tainted the water supply, animals, plants, insects, and onto monsters. If it traveled up the food chain, growing more concentrated at every step, its eventual destination would be the dominant predator of each region. That may be why that Uth-Duna and other monsters exhibited such aggression. A sort of pseudo-frenzy.
And then, at the very end of the chain, Arkveld comes and siphons those monsters' energy.
And in so doing, it may be assimilating their traits, essentially distilling the frenzy virus.
And after it finally found the strength to live again. Poor thing.
But from the reports we've heard, it sounds as if we're only dealing with one affected individual.
I believe so. And there's been no reports of Rey Dao being attacked yet. This is our chance.
Cool.
Hey, we should talk to Nata before heading out.
I was planning to.
You're going, aren't you? To the Wind's Gasp, to Rey Dao.
Yes. There's a good chance Arkveld will turn up there.
Could I? I'd like to come with you. Please.
You heard Eric's theory. You know it's too dangerous, Nata.
I'm still just an apprentice hunter. I know. I can't do anything yet. But I'm also a keeper. So, please. It found its way to life. Let me at least watch over it. And over you.
The answer is I don't need someone who's just going
okay
to watch. But, given how far you've come, I feel you're capable now of more than that. Don't be a passive observer. Use your head and think for yourself. Promise you'll do that, and you can come.
I will. I promise. Thank you. Okay. I'm ready to leave anytime. Okay.
I'm gonna pick Palico equipment. Receive the corrupted mantle. This is the thing that lets you deal extra hits. I'm gonna ignore it for now. I don't really want to keep your. I don't want to use mantles at all, really, if I don't have to. Look at all those ice plates. Oh yeah, gore equipment. Meh. Meh. None of these are good. I guess Gypceros is your best poison weapon for your cat. Or Magala. 180, so low, but critical element, which is interesting. Bit of white sharpness, 3 slot, 2 slot. 20% affinity. What about greatsword? It's about the same. Meh. Very meh currently, but I'm sure it upgrades again. Maybe. So, the fact that it says 1 on it, like Red Wing 1, makes me think they upgrade more, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong, especially considering Arkfeld doesn't have a weapon yet, but maybe it's considering Guardian Arkfeld. I don't think so, though. That doesn't sound right. So I assume we're unlocking another page. Because having 4 of stuff and 2 of stuff is fine, right? Like, well, no. So in World, it was weird. You had like the Nergigante something another 1, and then you upgrade it into the Super Nergigante Death Laser Sword, whatever it would call it. It had a specific name. It wouldn't be like this, but maybe it's just not like that in this game. It's numbers, but however, that's the thing. For 2s and 3s and 4s, great, perfectly fine. However, why would you even put that there? Just call it the Red Wing. Just call it whatever that is. Just call it the Valkyrie Blade. It upgrades again, but you know, why would they have the 1 there if it doesn't upgrade again? Also, the raw is pretty low on this, so I would think it maybe upgrades a little bit further. Just a thought. I think Gore Gear probably has antivirus or something like that. No. 1 level. 3 levels if you get the main set. So, meh. Well, okay. I say meh. That's just first impressions. Coalescence, I'm sure, is good for damage boosting from, I assume, Frenzy. Evade window, of course, is nice. Constitution's good for bow. Flinch free is flinch free, I guess useful if you're playing multiplayer. And this is more interesting. Infects you with frenzy when against large monsters. Do you have maybe a bit more of a description there? And anything more specific? Oh, nice show. I don't like that it goes to my current armor set whenever I move over. I'd like for it to just show me. Wonder why it's not going to show me the thing for level 2. You would think it would, but it isn't. Oddly enough. Oh well. Let's go fight Arkfeld. Let me eat a ration first. I'll have 2.
Okay. Right. Let's go.
I'll use Great Sword for it. I don't know though, it's pretty fun to fight with Lance, but problem is actually doing good damage with Lance is my concern.
I'm glad you could join us, Nata.
So am I.
Have you been looking into Arkfeld this whole time? Ever since that egg?
I asked around while we were traveling, or while I was helping out at base camp. Whenever you were out in the field, I was trying to piece things together on my own. Sorry.
Don't be. I understand the feeling well. Whatever the undertaking, it all starts from curiosity.
I'm certainly the same way. And this investigation all started from the data you collected, Nata. Quite the achievement.
Are we supposed to be stuck here?
She's right. It's impressive.
Oh, if you say so. Thanks.
Is this supposed to... Okay, I guess I have to follow him. Something must be messed up in the bird's pathing. Do I want to? It's gonna, like, jump out of the ground and hit me? Oh, okay. I can't get off. I can just walk up to it.
The weather's picking up. We should hurry.
Right. The sand tide is gonna put Ray Dow in an agitated state. If it's gonna strike, it'll strike then.
Dot. Well, something's been feeding. Oh, this is supposed to mimic the first time you meet Ray Dow and Arkfeld together. That's neat. So I think I'm noticing what's happening. The Steam Deck buttons are just way too sensitive. Or sorry, Stream Deck, not Steam Deck.
Ray Dow's sighted.
This feeling, it's like back then.
Yeah.
It's true.
A reversion to the origin species.
It really did find a way to live.
Get down!
Ooh.
Looks like Eric's worst fears were right.
Oh, poor thing. Hey, we need to get in there and stop that. I don't want Ray Dow to be hurt anymore. Ow. Just let him go. You don't have to. Oh. Stop that. It's not nice.
Please, stop it. For its own sake.
Oh. You didn't have to kill it. You can kill the other ones. Why'd you kill Ray Dow? That's mean.
We can't leave it like this. The path we must take is clear.
Nata.
You're sure?
If I were a hunter, it's what I would do.
All right.
Alma! Right! The target is an aberrant Arkfeld. The guild authorizes the hunt.
Understood.
Cool.
Run. Let's get to it.
That's not that much damage. Where's your spunk, buddy? Alright. I did not restock. Why is the corpse I guess maybe because he like drained all the energy out of it. Because it's already rotten. I don't know why though. Really need to prep these a little bit more than I am. Just kind of pulling them out of nowhere. They're not working. I wonder if focus helps there at all. Also, that hit? What part hit me? Sorry, I'm focusing a bit, but about the same, just taking multitudes of less damage. Also, much more proficient with focus mode than I was before. That didn't count. Alright, fair enough. Don't have my knives loaded in. So, yeah, I'm gonna get hit by that. This is also cool. We'll be able to use the multiple different actions. Comes out early, actually, than I think it would. I feel like they want you to lead into it by tapping and not like charging your first charge.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
It feels like that's what they want you to do because of the scaling charges as you move up the chain. And with focus, it's probably even better, but I don't have focus. which is weird for a greatsword, but oh well. Now, I hope he survives for longer than 10 minutes, but I guess I can't really expect too much. Okay, way too slow.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
I wonder if there's a quick option out of a perfect guard. Probably not. Also, I can actually tackle his attacks. I'm not even thinking about that. You couldn't do it before because he would take like 90% of your health. Okay, well, don't activate the guard then. I pressed the button, and I'm stunned. I may die to him.
Hey, get out of there!
Which was the wrong time to go after my cat. Sorry. I think I'm out of mega potions, though. Okay. Now. Never mind. Alright, let's use our max potions up then. My fault for not restocking. Alright, and again, may have said this before, but I'm not quite sure what the best options for greatsword DPS are. A new quest has been unlocked. I wonder what kind that is. He is surviving longer than 10 minutes though, which I guess is good.
Time to go on the offensive.
Alright. Probably not the best time to switch there, but I didn't quite expect that so quickly. Be pretty cool if you would quit missing me. Hey look, weather's going back to normal. That's cool. So, interesting thing I'm also noting is that you can't do your counter thrusts anymore. But it's cool that we actually have changing weather and everything isn't just all, you know, fallow anymore or whatever. It's not fallow, it's whatever the specific weather for the area is. Because the game just does look so much better with the bright colors. Again, I don't mind the art style decisions, let me say it like that, whenever there's storms and stuff. It's going for that specific feeling. Now the overall game art style, a bit different. I'm not a big fan of it, but I like colorful games. Yeah, I'm not really sure how that's supposed to combo too well DPS wise. I guess you just like cancel it at the last second, so you're not spamming power guards always. Also, you can block that now. Alright, fair enough. That doesn't one-shot you anymore. Certain circumstances that didn't one-shot you in the beta. A little too late, bud. Alright, I'm glad he's actually a bit more beefy. Anticlimactic ending, but oh well. Cool beans.
I'm glad you're safe. It really did seem as fierce as a frenzied monster.
Got a gem, handing out gems like candy.
Absorb elements is what let it shed its guardian nature. It's a shame that unique strength became its fatal weakness.
We should be going. Nanto's ready for us.
Cool. Again, it's a fun fight, right? Can be optimized so much more. I assume that means I hunted all of the ones that are available in the game. Horn Maestro, speed sharpening, load shells and guard. That's a really good one. Gunlights.
That was unfortunate.
It's okay. Because I know how strong Arkfeld is. There are others like it that found a way to return to what they truly were. One day, they'll find their place and become a part of this world again.
I'm sure they will. Life is a lot more resilient than we humans know.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Well, let's get to it then.
Huh?
You want to know, right? Let's start investigating.
Yeah, let's go. You in?
Of course I'm in.
Yeah, me too. Let's go!
Okay. Now what? Level 30 cap. I assume that's everything, right? Pop-up camp limit. That's cool. HR 58. And of course the outbreak of paratodes. Ever important. I guess that's it.
Let's take a quick break.
We have broken HR and we are now in the quote unquote end game. Right. Unless they just want me to do more stuff. But I don't see anything saying that. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. Back for what 2 seconds that took for you. So if I were feeling better, I'd do more. I'd give my thoughts on the game and also, do the jumpered monsters, but I guess I can see if there's an extra section. But I'm not. I don't really want to talk too much right now. Yay! There's more. Awesome. I was afraid there wouldn't be maybe too much more, but yeah, we go up to rarity 8. That's absolutely great. And that's just standard Arkfeld. Okay, so you trade 20 raw for 15% or 10% affinity. And a decent amount of dragon, 15 more dragon, white sharpness. Oh yeah, that's just better. It's better. Slots wise, it's a little worse, but in every other way, it just looks better. So that's cool. Now I can actually look at the Guardian Doshiguma bow. Because I made it, and I can upgrade it. Yeah, that's better for sure. 30 more raw and much better slots. Much better slots. It's the thing, it's still the same. But I assume this is just your Dragon Piercer bow that you spam Dragon Piercers with, because Dragon Piercer is like really strong. Extra 10 raw and free fire element. I mean, yeah, they just look like upgrades, which is good. It's great. Yeah, they're all finally actually names and not just Thingamabop 1 or Thingamabop 2. That's cool. You can upgrade that. 220 raw. Okay, no, that's actually pretty decent. Just your standard raw option. Let me look at the greatsword because I can probably upgrade it. Okay, well, you lose 10 raw compared to the bow, but more white sharpness, better element. Or sorry, but no. Yeah, better slots. Even if it's only an extra one. Good white sharpness once again. 2 levels of crit and 2 levels of speed sharpening. I mean, that's very decent comfort option. And it's easy to make. Yeah, these are all looking pretty nice, honestly. I'm glad they don't all just look terrible. And Bone finally gets its evolution into blue. I'm surprised it took so long. Maybe they didn't want you to use Bone, because that was like the standard speedrun option for like Great Swords Immortal, was just Bone. Because you got blue sharpness decently fast, or not decently fast, but green was what you were mostly in for the most of the time, so it didn't matter. But when you got to high rank, you got tiny amounts of blue. Here, that's a fairly sizable amount of blue sharpness with decent slots. Level 3 focus and level 1 attack boost. No negative affinity. I mean, yeah, you don't get white sharpness at all, but that looks pretty nice for what it is. That's pretty nice too. Offensive guards, okay. Finally shed a bit of that poor raw for being a sleep weapon. Paralysis is probably the same. Don't have it quite yet. I'm curious why Arkveld is like this. Why not just have Arkveld just branch here? Oh, because they can't show it. They don't want to show that. Okay, fair enough. I do find it a bit odd, though. I guess it's supposed to stick out, but eh. 210 crit elements are not great, but the dual blades are probably pretty good, ain't they? They're cool looking. 200. Only 15. Fair enough, I guess. Yep. Really cool. Now, did the Fulgur weapon have an actual design, or did they make a new one for this game? And they're really cool looking, nonetheless. If it'll work. I see what the problem is. It's weird. So if you press down fully on the Stream Deck, it will activate it. And then when you lift off of it, it activates it again. So that's what happened. I pressed down on it fully, it muted it, and then I lifted it off and it unmuted it. That's really annoying. But oh well. I think the Barina Switch X was okay. Oh, also, Ardian stuff. Need to look at that. May not be able to make any of it yet, but yeah, 200 with 20 paralysis, very long white sharpness, very nice comfort pick. Crit jaw's terrible, but crit status is probably okay. 15% affinity. I mean, yeah, nothing really could complain about with that. Pretty nice. Ardian. So I probably can't make the Rarity 8 stuff yet because I don't have Rarity 8 equipment.
What are we making today?
For the armor, Arkveld. Is it gonna have the same design, just less sparkly? Guild Ace, which is just Olivia's clothes, so Fade Window Burst. Wrong thing. Peak Performance Constitution 4A on all of the pieces of armor, so you just kind of max those out, which I guess is okay. For a decently easy to make set, you have your Dragon King eye patch, which is no longer, because they're wanting to stay away from crit meta, weakness exploit, and now it's just Counter Strike, which is something. I mean, it's still about as sparkly as it was before. Less so. It's more kind of normal now. What skills? What exploit? Elemental absorption. That's neat. Player. What does that do? It's only a level 3 skill. After shaking elemental damage, temporarily grants you elemental effects. Like just element attack boost. Okay. Cool, I guess. Huh. By 8. That's kind of low, ain't it? Taken at activation, so it's not going to activate before it's hit. So it only increases after and probably only lasts for a short period of time. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's good. Maybe it ain't. But neat nonetheless. There's probably a lot more. But yeah, I think I'll call it here. Maybe when I'm feeling a bit better, I can actually give it all a go, because there's still a decent amount of stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you for the next part.